We are here with Ms. Bekele Thomas, and she's just come off a panel conversation. How did you find this discussion? I mean, it's not easy getting a word in, first of all. And secondly, I want to give you the opportunity now to finish off everything you wanted to say in that discussion.
Thank you very much. First of all, it's so wonderful to be here. I mean, this is the last, gathering for Professor Oramah, the visionary leader who I came to respect and really highly admire. His ingenuity, his creativity, but his action-oriented mind, which led, the continent to advance a lot more than we had thought in terms of putting in place the systems, the projects and programs, the financial tools and products in place for Africa to advance its transformation processes. So I really want to say a great thank you to President Oramah, a great leader, an African leader. And while it's always sad, and a little bit, preoccupied for us to see him leave the Afreximbank, which is a good and great partner to African Union Development Agency, not only partner in terms of financial support, but a partner in terms of knowledge sharing, the advice he gives us and, the time he puts, for us to sit, discuss, and come out with a solid foundation for our journey together. So, I'll miss him, but, I'm sure where he is, he's not going to rest. He loves Africa so much. He is, first of all, African, so we will be able to see him. So today's session was about one of his creation, which is the Alliance of African Multilateral Financial Institutions, and that power of bringing together the assets that they have, the treasury portfolios, and also the economies of scale that they would be, deploying to be able to respond to Africa's needs, financial needs. And also not only that, but, the power of convincing, the power of convening, the power of having a dialogue with the public sector with one voice is of critical importance. And that's what we were discussing. I benefited a lot as the African Union Development Agency, having been in this development space for 40 years and not seeing the results that I, expected. I had to interrogate myself on how we develop our programs, on how we address the challenges. And it was very clear to me that, the way we did it, going for grants, going for aid, is not the way to do it. But translating all these challenging socioeconomic needs and also the big infrastructural needs, investment programs into investable, bankable projects, and really making sure that the private sector, the financial institutions, the guarantors, the insurers and whatever come together to resolve the problem is of critical importance. And lately, we brought, the African Union president who bought into that, and he brought the AFI leaders, and, we had a dialogue. And the next dialogue will take place in September. So right now, we are in a different space. It's a shift. Political leaders, financial institutions, private sector, and policy and decision makers sitting together and really looking at the plans, what is feasible and what is not feasible, and what is the division of labor of each entity to do within that space. How do we bring about the interoperability of rules, regulations, facilities, institutions, entities to come together to work for Africa is a real game changer. So I'm so grateful. At least we have all these sets, and now it's for us to carry on the legacy of President Oramah. Yeah.
A heartfelt message there, as well as structured thought into what we can do, where we are, and what we still need to do as Africa. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to release you now and say thank you for your contribution. And we really appreciate your time with us. Thank you.